Good morning and welcome to this week's episode of the Friday Tech Roundup. As always, I'm going to try and cover 5 pieces of news and as close to 5 minutes as possible in the hope that these 5 pieces of tech news will help change your Friday morning. Let's go. Number 1, so let's kick things off this morning with a little AOps and container technology. AB Vijay Kumar released a super interesting article discussing the possibility of whether Kubernetes operators could realize the dream of zero-touch ops. In his article, Kumar explores the current benefits that automation brings to the ever-increasing growth in application functionality. But he does believe that we haven't gone far enough. Instead, Kumar looks to zero-touch ops as the nirvana for managing cloud applications and outlines how he believes we can get there. Before I say too much and spoil the blog, I will stop myself here and direct you to the link in the comments below. Number 2, the big 3 cloud providers hit the news after recently announcing their Q2 2020 earnings. The latest blog from Katie Stalcup takes a closer look at Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud's individual reports, comparing the relative market share of each. Unsurprisingly, cloud services have been in huge demand at the moment, which has seen AWS's revenue climb 29% in the last quarter, Azure to grow an incredible 47% in that same quarter, and Google Cloud to experience a growth of 43% year on year. While slower growth, AWS still lead from the front, with Jeff Bezos attributing this to AWS having the unusual advantage of a 7-year head start before facing like-minded competition. As a result, the AWS services are by far the most evolved and most functionality rich. I've dropped a link below, so if you want to check out the full details, that's where you need to go. Number 3, GitLab is reportedly pushing for a more collaborative effort when it comes to creating and sharing a roadmap that lets organizations see what cybersecurity issues will be addressed and when. Announced at this week's GitLab Commit virtual event, Cindy Blake said that the goal is to encourage engineers and DevOps teams to participate in a feedback loop that will help prioritize what issues need to be addressed across a shared DevSecOps agenda. Most of that effort so far has focused on making tools for scanning vulnerabilities a natural extension of a DevOps workflow by embedding them into GitLab Core. However, in time, GitLab plans to extend those efforts to include machine learning algorithms that will be trained to identify new and remedy cybersecurity issues. Mike Vizard has covered the story in more detail, so I've dropped a link in the comments if you'd like to find out more. Number 4, following the go-live of the Service Cloud Voice offering back in July, ECS is delighted to announce that it has formed a strategic partnership with leading Salesforce implementation partner, CloudShift. This strategic partnership brings together an incredible depth of knowledge and insights from both parties, enabling customers to benefit from working alongside industry-leading vendors with a track record of delivering successful multi-cloud solutions and improved contact center transformations. You can learn more looking at the press release in the comments below. Number 5, and to infinity and beyond. No, not talking about Buzz Lightyear, but rather an extraordinary feat for technology, as computing reports that astronomers have been able to identify 50 new exoplanets thanks to the help of AI. This is the first time machine learning techniques have been used to validate exoplanets, leveraging a machine learning algorithm to help gain insights from data collected by NASA's groundbreaking Kepler Space Telescope. The team are currently working to open source this exact algorithm so that other scientists can use it to analyze data from other astronomical surveys. You can discover more using the link below. And that is it. That's all I have time for today. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of the Friday Tech Roundup. I'm actually now off on holidays, so I'm handing over the reins to my esteemed colleague Ali Hill to make sure that you still get your tech news next Friday. In the meantime, I hope this morning's news has geared you up for the long bank holiday weekend. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and as always, I look forward to catching up with you in 2 weeks' time. Take care.